Hello, greetings and good morning. From my side, you're on to Augustine. And this morning, I'm here to give us a quick review of the just concluded mass adoption meeting that was held yesterday, 4 p.m. West African time. Now, if you're just tuning into my broadcast for the first time, welcome to the Simply Brilliant community. I'm just one of the broadcasters in our community. We have a number of broadcasters. We have several number of broadcasters in the community that do well to give out information as regards how the community should be based on the administrative versions point of view, which is their admin. Now, this morning, I'm going to quickly give us a summary of the just concluded mass adoption meeting. And there are a whole lot of things that were discussed yesterday, and I want us to get a catch up of it. Some people do not have the opportunity to attend the mass adoption meeting. So few of us has taken it upon ourselves to make sure that the informations are made live so people will be aware and act accordingly. Because if you are not informed in the community, you are misinformed. And if you're misinformed, then you are deformed. So if you're tuning into my broadcast, please remember to share. Remember to like, remember to subscribe so that we can build the community as one united community. All right, on that said, I would begin by saying the administration welcomed us in our meeting yesterday, and the host was Bay was the one that anchored it, and I think the admin was the host to give us feedback. We had a 2 hour monologue, 1 hour monologue, sorry, a 2 hour section, 1 hour monologue, and the other was a dialogue between the administration and members who wanted to ask questions. The administration was ready for members in the community. A good number of people that wanted it their way, the administration had to correct them. And over the course of this review, we are going to highlight some of those informations. First of all, we are on the 24th of January 2023, and we're wrapping up January. So this was what the administration said, and obviously that's true. And he began by saying he has done well to pay off the members of the community who have built the community so far. So I want to share my screen, and while I'm speaking, I will be reviewing some of the informations. So hold on, let me quickly go to the contest area of the Gringo Cash back office so that we have a clear understanding of what the administration is trying to point at. Give me some seconds, please. Okay, so I'm moving to the contest while I do share my screen. All right, I think my screen is now being shared. And let me reduce it. I think this is fine. Now, quickly, the administration paid out about 13 people yesterday. And if more people avail themselves, if more people meet up with the requirements, then he would also pay them. Now, a review of the requirements, you must have a minimum of at least 200 people. Now, all these 200 people must be active paid members. Now, if you are just taking part in the contest this particular year, January, your downlines should take part in growing the community. So it's not enough for you to just bring in 2 people or 200 people, and then that's good enough. No, you must be able to bring in 200 people, and those 200 people who you bring in should be able to at least perform their billionaire responsibility of bringing in at least 2 people to the community. It's on that ground that you can be given 200. It's on that ground that you can be given $1,000. The first set of people here, we are 13, a good number of them, which I think at this point, I think this was the last person. I think this is the last person that has 200. When you count them up, I think they're approximately 13. All these people were already in the contest as at last year, and they are still in the contest as at this year, meaning that their downlines has paid over a month. That's why they are still in the contest, provided their downlines are keeping up and they don't fall off. These people are going to continue to enjoy $1,000 reward every month, which is actually a beautiful one. So that's the first thing the administration talked about. Now, secondly, he said that he wants us to have a good start in this year, 2023, and that we are still working about rebranding. And rebranding is a huge task. It's very, very huge. That's why it's taking this long. But very soon we'll get over branding and move over to the next phase has to do with a whole lot of goodwill. The administration talked about it when he was reviewing it early this year. But then let him take time to talk about it when the time comes. So the next thing he talked about was as regards the exchange. Now, he said that the exchange is not going to be coming up until we've been able to build out our staking. Our staking is very close. It's around the corner at the moment. As I speak to you, the programmers are rounding off, and anytime from now, the administration will talk about when the staking opportunity will be. And it's actually a 285 APR, right? Annual annual profits, annual percentage return. I think so. APR, annual percentage return. So it's like an interest, of course. When you compound it over 1 year and you start up with about $1,000, your total returns on investment is going to be about 285. I think in my previous videos I summarized it. So that's the maximum that you can get. And your minimum requirement for staking is $10. Maximum is $1,000. And if you can afford $1,000, then go about it. If you can't afford it, then do that which you can, and make sure you take advantage of the opportunity. The idea of the staking is to help in providing an incentive for the billionaires. That's the whole purpose of the incentive, so that the billionaires will have an opportunity to put in something and gain something to take care of their day-to-day activities. If you're able to put in something, you'll be able to get a compound interest of 10% every month. And to be very clear, if you are taking part in the staking opportunity as a billionaire, you must be able to bring in members to the community and then make sure you replicate. Replicating is what matters most. When members come into the community, they replicate. And that is where you will stand the opportunity of getting a reward of KLove 1 year from whenever you join the community. I don't subscribe that anyone joins the community and falls off. If you fall off at any given point, you will extend your subscription. You will extend your match by another 1 year. If you come in January and you fall off by June, that means you get your reward 1 year from the moment you come back in. So that means if you come in by June, you get it by June 12th next year. If you come in by September, then you get it September 12th. If you come in by December, you get it by December 12th of 2024. So that is the reason why members are encouraged to pay way ahead of time. If you can afford a yearly subscription, then do it. It offers you an ample time to grow in your community and also bring in members and teach those members to stick. A model that I was able to, find, or I was able to calculate, is a $450 staking opportunity. Now, if you want to come into the community and you are willing to take responsibility, you can pay in $100 as a registration fee. That accommodates for 3 months. And in that 3 months, you put in a $350 staking opportunity. $350 staking opportunity automatically guarantees you of $35 every month. And within 2 months, you have 1 month extra to the expiration of your account. And so after 2 months, you pay your subscription fee for 2 months. And as long as your staking is on and running, you are going to continue enjoying $70 residual returns every 2 months. And each of the time you get it, you use it to pay your subscription fee. And if you are able to go about that, you are not likely going to fall off. At the end of 12 months, your $350 is still intact. But of course, remember that while this is going on, you should also grow the community by bringing in members. Each of them that pay their subscription fee, you enjoy 50% benefits. And if you're able to grow your downline level to over 10, 20 or above, it means you are going to have an opportunity of receiving an equal match 1 year from whenever you come in. This is a model that I was able to devise, and I hope you understand that model. Whichever way it's okay by you, just make sure that if you're coming into the community, you remain active, because activity is what we need, active members. We don't want people who are inconsistent. Inconsistency has dragged us over the past 6 years, okay? On that note, moving over to the next point. KLove is not a good option to be on the exchange. The administration said we nearly sank ourselves. We nearly collapsed because we put in KLove in the exchange. Now, he is, instead of putting KLove, if you look at the blog, he's now putting in BNB and also putting in Bitcoin. Of course, when you look at the liquidity of those 2 coins, their liquidity is like an ocean. You can't exhaust an ocean. Even if all of the earth comes together, the proportion of the earth versus the water is a proportion of 1:3. The earth occupies 70% of the whole earth. Sorry, the water occupies 70% of the whole earth, and then the land occupies approximately 30%. It's an approximate. So it is impossible for human beings and animals to outweigh the amount of water on earth. So that's the kind of example the administration used to put in BNB and to put in Bitcoin. Their liquidity is so high. So no matter how we trade with it, we can't exhaust it. We can't wear it out. But for K-Love, it's still a child, it's growing up. And we know that over time, K-Love will get to that amount and will be as liquid as, even better, because very soon K-Love will be in the market, in the coin market. And the intent of K-Love being in the coin market is for humanity to see that we are a private community and we can beat the elites in their own games. That's one of the things. So let's leave that aside and then let's move forward. Um, all right. Following that, the administration had a dialogue with Bederick, and he asked a question. Now, I'll repeat that question. The question he asked was, what if we're able to suck up the supply? As at now, the supply is about 22,000. What if we suck up the supply, and the supply is now around 2,500, which I recall the administration said 2,500. Now, if there are 2,500 in circulation and Pancake Swap has about 500 of it, and then the members in the community are about 55,000. Of course, 55,000 members who at this point are active go to the Pancake Swap to buy those coins. How do you think the market is going to react? It's such that the moment the members buy into the Pancake Swap, that is, if the administration chooses to sell, there will be a dip. And once there is a dip, members buy up. And when members buy up, it quickly comes back up. So it's going to change the whole concept. As at now, we are using a revenue-based concept. And we know what a revenue-based concept is. It is simply members pay their subscription fee. 25% is redistributed back to the core team members. Now, the admin wants to change that concept to a fast recovery concept, where the supplies are all sucked up and it is now domiciled in the hands of the members of the community through this staking. Of course, when the staking is done, depending on how much you put in, you enjoy 10% compound interest, provided you don't withdraw your money. So over the next 3 to 6 months, all the supplies will be put back to the members in the community and then shrink the supply. So you are going to begin to see a whole change in the movement of K-Love. If the admin chooses to pay off his staff, or he chooses to pay off members that are growing the community, there'll be a very quick recovery. In fact, the opportunity of even buying in may be impossible, because if it tanks, in a space of 1 second, it comes back up. So that's a recovery concept, a fast recovery concept. Now, that will create another concept for us, members who have the match, to enjoy more withdrawal. At this point, what we get is about $1. Now, once that concept has been fully initiated and it's running smoothly, then the administration will check how much he can pay members in the community who are on the core team and possibly on the rotator team. And that would automatically give him how much he can pay us off. Maybe he may pay us this time $5 or more, so that members of the community can be happy. Now, that's one. Two, if he sucks up the supply and redistributes it back to the members in the community that engage in the staking, it also means the price of K-Love will go up. The price of K-Love, the admin wants it to exceed $100. $100 is the lower limit. The upper limit is above $100. Let's say $200. It may be above $200. Now, if you ask me, I think that between now and the end of this year, the admin wants to make sure that the price of K-Love ranges between 100 and 200 or 300, depending on the rate at which members of the community come in. If we're able to grow our downline rates and also grow the community at large to 1 million, it's going to be beautiful. So that means the price of K-Love may be moving between 300 and 400. Who knows? I believe that if we do a good job by growing the community in love and respect and telling members what they should know, I believe we're going to get to something worthwhile. So moving forward, there are some coins that are in the exchange wallets, and a good number of us happen to have some of our coins in the exchange wallet. Now, admin announced yesterday that all of those coins will be converted to GGR very soon, maybe this week. And then it's going to be sent to our GGR wallet. And then when the trading opportunity comes in, which is maybe in the next 2 months from now, we are going to use our GGR to trade and possibly use our GGR to cash out. So this is how he has designed it. The administration said that putting KLove in the exchange wallet is not helping the community at large, and using it to pay subscription fee and all that is not a good idea. So he's emptying the exchange wallet coins and sending it to GGR wallet. And then we'll use that same exchange wallet for the staking opportunity, which is likely going to come up anytime soon. So members that are in the community who have enough coins in their exchange wallet, get ready. Your coins will be recycled into GGR. And with GGR, you can either cash it out or use it to do your trading. This time, you'll be interacting with Bitcoin and BNB. So please kindly take note of that. All right, I think I've covered the bulk of everything. Now, some people were complaining in the community, and they were saying that the administration should give us, as billionaires who just came in this year, coins. And the administration said that if he does that, that there won't be enough incentives to go around. He has said this time and time again. And that if he does that, it's going to be such that it will become a complex situation for him to handle. He has said that again and again. He clearly said that he wants to make members of the community wealthy, extremely wealthy, but that they should allow him to lead. There can't be two masters in the same ship. There can't be two captains in the same ship. So you have to listen to him, because he has a better experience on how to navigate us to a land based on prosperity and abundance for all. So I think that'll be all for now. So if there is anyone that wants to make any maybe contribution based on those who are listening, I think you can make your feedback. So if you have your questions to ask, please do well to ask your questions, and I could answer. So this is Madam Victoria Akinrolabu, who is also like a mom to me. Greetings, Mom, and it's a pleasure having you on my broadcast. So Brother Tobias, who is also a very good friend of mine, Brother Matthias, sorry. This other name is a local name, which is from Uganda. I don't know why I do call him Tobias, but it's Matthias. So don't mind me, please. Brother Matthias, it's a pleasure having you. Good morning, Councillor Augustine. Beloved sister, it's a pleasure having you. And good morning, House. Ambassador, thank you for your good work. And thank you also. So I want to stop at this point, and then I'll give a few seconds for people to ask questions. What I just did was a summary of the mass adoption meeting. And there is a lot that will be coming up shortly. Now, let me quickly share my screen and then show us just one more thing before we call this meeting to a close. All right, now my screen is being shared. I don't know if you've noticed this. Now, I want to talk about this over the next few minutes so that I close up with this. Redemptions. New reward page is coming soon. Now, some people are wondering what this new reward page is. This new reward page is going to be the new way that we will be getting in the community. Now, I've already said in previous times that we are going to have a concept called merit. If you're on the core team and you allow your account to expire, good enough, the system takes you to the rotator team. If you allow your account to expire a second time on the rotator team, you are sent into the billionaire level. That's the advantage that the core team members will derive, and also the backup team members. But if you're on the rotator team and you default once, you have been sent to the billionaire level. This redemption that is going to be coming is going to have a kind of intelligent way of rewarding SBC. If you are not a worthy steward, what does it mean to be a worthy steward? A worthy steward is someone that does not allow his account to expire. Now, some people will pay a yearly subscription fee, and after paying a yearly subscription fee, they won't raise a finger to grow the community. Many people don't want to bring in members. You want to become a lonely billionaire. It doesn't work like that, because we are forming what you call a unit against the elites, because the elites has made out their plans, and that's to wipe out humanity. and they are bringing in AI, they are bringing in robotics, and they are bringing in automation, robotics, and artificial intelligence to put into this world, and then with that, it makes human beings obsolete. This system has to make people know that you have to wake up. And for you to do that, you have to open your mouth and tell people. Tell people what's going on, even if they don't want to listen. At some point, you can't run away from the truth. If you know the truth, you can't unlearn the truth. The truth will always be the truth. The person may hear the truth and ignore it, but after some time, the person will come back. It may not be in 1 month, it may take some time, but when you have spoken the truth, it will continue to resound in his ears. Now, coming to this redemption page, if you are not holding stewardship, if you are not consistently paying your subscription fee, you are going to begin to see a whole lot of anomalies in this redemption. This redemption requires consistency. If you are going to be getting your SBC coins on the second of every month, it should be consistent. Not today you pay your subscription fee and then the following month you pay on a different month, the following you pay on a different month. The system will eject you. If you pay on the second of this month and the following month you pay on the 5th, the following month you pay on the 10th, and you are inconsistent, I can tell you that what you are doing is you are shifting your reward by another 1 year from the month that you are coming back in. You have to make sure that you pay your subscription fee either 5 to 1 week. For myself, I pay my subscription fee 3 months before my account expires because I go on a yearly subscription. If you are going on a monthly subscription, please pay your subscription fee at least 10 days. There is now a new system that has been put in, and that new system kind of delays when you pay your subscription fee. Before, when you pay, it reflects immediately. But now, there is now what you call serious scrutiny behind the scene. The reason is because there are some anomalies that are going on in the contest. And for the administration to understand what's going on, it has given authority to the commissioner to do proper investigation. So they have built a system that will create proper surveillance on every payment that is made to be sure that it's genuine. So what I'm actually driving at is this redemption will deal with consistency. If you are inconsistent in your program fee, you will not be getting your rewards on a regular note. And in fact, you may not even be getting your reward because the rewards are to those who merit it. If you do not merit it, today you pay your subscription fee, then the following month you pay it at a different time. No. So very soon you are going to begin to see the reward. Those who are on the billionaire level, those who are on the rotator team, those on the core team, you will see it. And it is expected that those who are on the administrative cadre, our core team, backup team, and rotator team, their account should never expire. Their account should never expire. Their account should never expire. If their account expires, then they have lost everything that they've worked for from when they were in the community, and they will go back to be in the billionaire level. I want you to understand how important this is. Do not take chances. Most of us in the night, 9:45 p.m., telling me to help him pay his subscription fee. And how do you want me to go about it at 9:45? And it was difficult for me to go about it at that point. And then, even if I was going to go about it, of course, I could have gone an extra mile, and then the person will pay an extra charge. But even at that point, the person was deliberating the price. The person was contemplating the price. As at then, which is Sunday, it was around $32. But of course, you are coming late. Now, it's a 50-50 thing. If I make the payment and it goes through, then good. But if I make payment and it doesn't go through, if there is a delay, possibly because of congestion or something, it should not be that I should be held accountable. But I sat down and I looked at it. This is last minute. I don't want to be held responsible for something I know nothing about. I don't want to be held responsible for someone's carelessness. So what I had to do was to keep quiet, and I could not help the person in paying the subscription fee. I do not know if the person found an alternative. But if the person didn't, what do you think would have happened to the account? The person would have fallen off. No two ways about it. So why do you allow yourself to wait to last minute? Learn the attitude of becoming a billionaire. Think Talk, act like a billionaire. Acting means doing things when you're supposed to do. From the African point of view, there is something we call Nigerian time. Nigerian time is officially a program should start by 8 a.m. Now, Nigerian time is usually 1 or 2 hours later. And once people hear Nigerian time, it means they come 1 or 2 hours later. That is part of what the elites put into us. That attitude should now start being removed. I mean, you should start working out of that kind of mindset. When you are told 4 a.m., let your 4 a.m. be 4 a.m. When you are told 4 p.m., be there 10 minutes before time. That is how you should succeed. If you think you are going to go about extra time, you are going to fail. You will not get to your destination. The TBC community is hovering around. The reward system is hovering around the entire world, looking for those who are worthy, who merit this title. And if you think you are worthy, pay attention to hidden details. And I am here to give us hidden details. If you choose to listen to me, but if you choose to do your thing, I can guarantee you that between now and the end of this year, if you do your thing, you may have your way out of the community, that is out of the administrative cadre. Now, there is still something that people are still getting confused about, which I think I should clarify. There is 111,111. Those are in the rotator team. Those are going to be the fellow admins in the community. And the people that I am talking about will merit that title. You see, it does not mean that you came into the community early and that gives you an automatic position to be on the rotator team. No. You can decide to come in early and you will not pay attention. And as long as you don't pay attention, you will keep falling down and falling down and falling down until you find yourself in the employment zone. Those that are going to be in the administrative cadre, those who will be on the rotator team are those who will pay attention, and they will comprise of 111,111. So these people become cool when the time comes. The administration will train them. The other set of people are those in the administrative cadre, which happen to be on the core team, backup team, and on the rotator team. So these people are those that will enjoy 200 TBC, 100 TBC, and 50 TBC. These three sets of people that you are seeing here, 1, 2, and 3, they are administrative cadre. It does not mean that they are also in the rotator team, but they are not all the members in the rotator team. We are still building the rotator team. Those who will be in the rotator team will merit their position. Everything in this community will be based on merit. And if you are not meriting that position, then the system will naturally eject you. Okay? So this is one thing I just want us to take note of. So the best position here is the core team because they happen to get 200 TBC, and the backup team and the rotator team. If you are not paying attention, you will fall off. On this note, I want to stop. So thank you so much for those of us who have taken time to listen. It's a pleasure. Is there any other one that is here? Wow, excellent, boss. It's a pleasure. So till I come your way again some other time, cheers and God bless you. Bye for now.
Good one.